I think that is fine. Yeah, the time check is 1 a.m. Ugandan time. Babra Mazala, my name is your life coach in financial literacy, and I'm also an advocate for gender self supply chain in agriculture. I just want to say Happy New Month to everybody. I know the year is running so fast, but I just want to encourage you that we still have more formats ahead. Once we use them with focus and determination, we can still be in position to achieve our targets. Back to my life journey as an entrepreneur, picking up from part two. I had ended when I had started distributing my business cards to students during the lectures. So one day in the lecture room, I check under my seat, I come across this attractive flyer. So I picked it and I read the information. It was Global Business Lab advertising, looking for university students who had businesses or who were running a business to join in for a competition. So the following day, I looked for their office and I was lucky. I met the right people. So they shared the information with me, but most emphasis was on having a business partner. So I went back to my hostel and I remember asking myself, whom am I going to ask to be my business partner? So as I was thinking over it, I remember this young girl, that is Sharon Amono, whom I got her contact during one cocktail party. And maybe what I forgot to share in the previous video was that when I joined in my first year, I decided to form an investment club with a team of medical students by that time, whom I'd come to know through the church services that I was attending at a certain church. So we came up with guidelines, we registered the club, and also we brought other members on board who were not medical students, like Ronnie Mugisha, who was into accounts, Prosi, and other people. So we agreed on how much we shall be saving per month, and this money was to come out, was to come from our upkeep money. And we also agreed on the day we were supposed to be meeting for a reflection meeting, and that was always on Sunday. So I remember one Sunday evening during the meeting, one of the members, that is Dr. Joseph Kafuma now, he shared information of a gentleman who had organized a cocktail party and was inviting all the students who had business ideas from different universities and institutions to attend. So I remember the following day, as I reported to work, I did all my roles and duties so quickly and asked my manager to leave early so that I can attend the party, which she accepted. So I was there now for the party. And I remember during the party, I met many young people from different universities, and most of them even already had success stories. But I remember my attention being taken over by this young, brilliant girl, that is Sharon Amono. By that time, she was a finalist from Nkumba University pursuing law, and she was one of the people that gave her success story, and she was already running a peanut butter business. So I picked so much interest in her, and I remember after that party during the networking, I got her contact. So when Global Business Lab was asking for a business partner, she's one of the people that I thought of first. And I'm like, you know what, Sharon, I also started this company and I'm applying for this, but they want me to have a business partner. And it's something that she not even give a second thought. She's like, yes, I can be a business partner. So the following day we meet. I share with her the details. Then we go to the lab, we pick the application forms, we filled in, and then they had also asked us to come up with a business proposal and a financial projection, something that sounded new in my ears by that time. But lucky enough that given us a template, so we had to just do the filling in. We submitted it and then waited to be shortlisted. God was so good on our side. After some few days, we received a call that you were among the 10 companies that had been shortlisted for the interview. And they gave us the day when we were supposed to be there for the interview. So the day reaches, we organize with my business partner and we go to the lab. I remember the second last got to be interviewed, and actually when we were walking out of the lab, we meet these two guys who were also among the companies that had been interviewed. And then they were like, "You guys, which kind of business do you do?" So we told them we run a cleaning service, and mostly we are doing laundry services for now. And I remember them laughing it off. To them, I think it didn't sound to be a business. So we go back home after a few days, and I receive a call. Guess what? We had won the competition. I was so excited. So I called Sharon. She was at school. You know what? We have won the competition. We have won the 1,500 US dollars. So she was also excited. And then the following day, she joined me in my hostel, and then we had to go to the lab. That organized for us a small party. We welcomed into the lab, we took pictures, we excited, and above all, we were able to sign our check, and it was handed over to us. So the following day, Sharon had a lecture. So I was now busy in town banking this check, and after a few days, I had to make a follow up, and I received the dollars. It was my first time to hold a dollar in my hands. Then after, I remember coming those dollars in my hostel and looking over them for a very long time, even in the night. So after a few days, then I go back with them now to change them to Ugandan shillings, and that was 3.7 million Ugandan shillings. So I called Sharon. Actually, they'd given us the date when we were supposed to report to the lab and start the mentorship class. So we met on when the day came. We met with my business partner. So we started attending a mentorship class. So it was during that time whereby we started discussing on how we are going to spend this money, which something I realized later on that was a very big mistake. And most startups have always made that mistake, and at the end of the day, they have failed. They have failed in their entrepreneurship journey. This is something that I'll be sharing in the next video. Just keep watching. All the best.